Kia ora. Ko o te waka, ko Rupehu te monga, ko Wanganui te awa, ko Uanuku te hapu, au te iwi, ko Tamakana te hapu, ko Makaranui te marae, ko Tamara Grant Hui. My name is Tamara, also known as Tamara, and I am autistic, recently last week diagnosed with ADHD. Yeah, and also dyslexic, have fibromyalgia, and multiple other mental health disorders. And I'm also the founder and CEO of X-Abilities, New Zealand's first neurodiversity centre made for and by neurodivergents. And I'm also a mother of two. And the last time I was speaking here, I was actually 8 months pregnant with my oldest son. I was 17 years old, it was 2017, and I was delivering the first ever Invisible Disability Sector report to ministers in Parliament. So from that, and where we've gotten here today, I'm really glad that I can see some process happening, and I hope that our voices are heard, and from the lovely team that is the Young Neurodiverse Champions. So with my experience as a neurodivergent, and with my company, we have educated over 20,000 people about neurodiversity, 5,000 of them being teachers. And so today I wanted to give you a glimpse of the things we educate our teachers from that lived experience. What I educate them is I show them that you should put the human before the system. So we're getting taught, we get educated to you have to be that standard or else you're a failure and you're going to fail again and it's just again and again and you go home and your parents are concerned. I didn't understand that until I became a parent. And it was heartbreaking because I was like, wow, now I understand where they're coming from. It's hard to be told by a system, by teachers, by people around them, by support workers, your kid needs help, and let alone that you know how they feel because you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to yell, I don't want to be, you don't know what to do. So as a parent, it's a different story. But as a neurodivergent, again, different story that needs to be heard and needs to be spoken to. And this is what this group here can do for this community. And so one of the things I teach to the teachers, by the way, I go off topic, I stim a lot, sometimes I run around in circles, and I wear headphones all the time. It's natural, it's my autism. It's, woo, yes. So one of the things, getting back on topic, one of the things I educate teachers is learning to have inclusive environments. It's like weight training. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to go to the gym and lift 100 kgs and be able to walk out without a broken back. That's a fact. Just like someone can't just wake up one morning and be like, hey, I'm going to treat every single one of these people in this room with a universal designed mind and an open, inclusive attitude. That doesn't happen overnight. But it does happen somewhere. Just like with the weights, it starts with the 5 kgs, and then you go on to the 10, and then you go on to the 20. So it takes you every day going to that classroom and learning how to treat every person with an open perspective, to respect their diversities, to create inclusive environments. And this is possible, but it takes commitment from the individual. But how do you know what inclusive is? How do you know where to start? That comes from looking inside yourself, because every one of us is neurodiverse. Everyone has a neurodiversity, but not everyone is neurodivergent. Neurodivergent is when you're so diverse from the others and you have so many differences that you need a different way. You need to look at it from that takiwatanga approach, where you're seeing it from your own time and your own space, the te reo translation for autism. And that's what I educate to all these teachers, and that's what I hope, and that what we can bring if we have the right support, the right funding, the right governments backing us up, and that is possible if we're heard today. So, kia ora.